You've been listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I am thrilled to be back here with Mark Sherry. I'm Tobey LaRoche, and you just heard Dusty Wheel by Mike Casey. It's a live version from the WPAA TV sessions. And prior to that, you heard Little Sunflower by Joe Sallins. Love having a little jazz segment here, Mark. This is really fun. And I'm really a humongous fan. I'm a percussionist, and so I'm a huge fan of the drumming on this last tune, Dusty Wheel, which is by Mike Casey out of Storrs, Connecticut. This is a song released just this year. Yeah, I think that the heavily percussive bass paired with the drums on this creates this amazing, brilliant rhythm section for this tune. Really, really fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's some really interesting bass lead parts in this song too. Yeah, that I really liked. And Mike is a superb saxophone player. Started in the fifth grade in Storrs, Connecticut, and then he went on to the University of Hartford's Hart School that has produced so many amazing jazz musicians from this area. It's just what a great place, for people to hone their skills.
Yeah, and he's got a really nice tone on that sax. He really does have some incredible playing here. And apparently this song here was, maybe you got the feel for it, but the song was inspired by his road trip traversing the American West, which I think it kind of does explain why it feels kind of like you're driving down an old dusty road or something.
Ah,
It's cool, which you don't always hear that in the jazz world, that kind of vibe. So it's great.
yeah, yeah, you're right. And he's played at the Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center, at the Jazz Center there. Just he's definitely on the rise in the jazz world.
Before that, we got to hear a tune recorded by Joe Sallins called Little Sunflower. Joe lives down the road from you, apparently, not too far in Holyoke, Mass. And he did this recording in 2004 from his album Mr. Cool. I've actually always loved this song. I grew up hearing this tune. I don't know if you're aware, this is originally by someone else. It's not an original song by Joe. It's a song by Freddie Hubbard, who's a renowned trumpetist from his album Backlash, recorded back in 1966. The tune is known for its musical complexity and lots of chord changes and stuff. It's often used as a training song for students to work on their improvisation skills with confidence because it just moves through so many different chord changes. But I really, really love this tune. I really love Joe Sallins' interpretation of it. It's a really, really amazing representation of what Joe can do on that bass.
Yeah, it's definitely his own interpretation of that tune, and his, as you said, he has such a unique style of playing bass. He plays it sometimes like a lead instrument, sometimes he plays it like a drum set. And the only one who I know in the world who plays, a bass like this is Victor Wooten from
Hmm.
Bela Fleck, also incredibly famous for his style. They are both unique. And in fact, there's a music magazine, No Treble, that described Joe as the most famous underground unknown musician in the world. And if you watch him at a show, he is, number one, ambidextrous in the way he plays. He plays piano, bass, and all kinds of, drum percussion instruments. And he often plays two of them at the same time, one with one hand and one with the other.
Yeah, it's quite the sight to see.
It really is. It really is. And, he doesn't just play them lightly. He'll rock out on both of them. And when somebody does something like that, my brain just goes into like steam comes out, I can't fathom how someone could do that. It's just amazing.
He's definitely got the fastest bass fingers around.
He really does. Yeah, he's just quite a talent. Anyway, let's move on to our next block.
We're going to hear a song from Rees Chad, Ain't That the Way? And prior to that, though, we're going to hear Just Try to Breathe, the acoustic version by the Moonrise Cartel.
Right, here we go. The Moonrise Cartel.